Every week, the Xfinity editors pick the TV show or movie premiere they are most excited about right now. And this week, we will kick things off with Nicole. Nicole, what are you looking forward to?
All right, guys. I am going to talk about Guy Ritchie's The Covenant, available to own 6/6, and I believe it's available to rent already. But let's watch the trailer.
Back down.
For 3 weeks, this family believed you were dead. We owe that man your life.
There wasn't enough for him to carry me across those mountains. Now he's hiding in a hole somewhere. I should be in that hole.
You could stand me up at the gates of hell.
Everything all right, John?
No, everything's not all right. There is a hook in me. Ahmed and his family are in trouble.
We can't intervene.
I am gonna have to get him out myself.
So great. Okay, so I really love this movie. I had the chance to see it early on. Just to preface, I'm not a war person. Who is a war person? I'm not a war film person, I should say. It's not my favorite genre of movie, but it had a great cast. Who doesn't love Guy Ritchie's films? I just loved it. It's obviously an action drama that follows a U.S. Army sergeant and an Afghan interpreter, basically just escaping the Taliban. It's not technically based on a true story, but you can imagine that things actually happened because there were a lot of native interpreters during that time. It's just a solid movie about brotherhood and war, and I feel like everyone should give it a watch.
Really bold move for Guy Ritchie to put his name in the title of this. Guy Ritchie's The Covenant. What are you gonna do? I don't know how I feel about that. I am not less likely to see it because Guy Ritchie made it, but I'm not more likely to see it because it doesn't do anything for me.
I know, same. I was like, let me give it a shot, and it was better than I expected.
I still need to see this because I am a war person. No, I am a war movie person. And this one just looks pretty exciting. And also, I'm a fan of Jake Gyllenhaal. And I think he just is great in everything he does. And who doesn't love some retribution and saving your boy? So
yeah, I like Gyllenhaal a lot. And this is maybe the third war movie he's done. I know he did Jarhead, I think it was called. And I think he's done one other one as well. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll have to get back to you on that.
I'm thinking of him with a shaved head, but I just might be thinking of Jarhead. But this is. I'll check this out. Not because of Guy Ritchie. I'll do it for old Jake.
What do you get Guy Ritchie?
It's just such a weird. It's just such a weird. It's not even like other movies he's done.
No.
If he did something else, you're like, this is guy. Maybe that it's like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. What am I saying?
I get what you're saying. It's not his genre, but do you like his other films?
Beef with Guy Ritchie. That's what
I do. I like Guy Ritchie's other films, but if you were like, if he did like a movie about like Irish hooligans or something, and it was like Guy Ritchie's Irish Hooligans, I'd be like, yeah, totally, I get that. Like, it's Guy Ritchie, it's his movie it's the same thing he does, but it's not like Guy Ritchie's romantic comedy.
That might be next. Who knows?
Yeah, now he needs to put his name on literally everything he does.
I hope he does.
Well, thank you, Nicole. I'm gonna check this out. Quam, what are you looking forward to this week?
Oh, well, speaking of Irish hooligans, I'm looking forward to Always Sunny in Philadelphia. If you have not seen this show, I don't know how you're living life, but let's check out a trailer.
FX's It's Always Sunny, now streaming on Hulu.
How did this happen? How does anything happen, Charlie? Move past it, will you?
I'm afraid that's going to be impossible.
Every season.
You want to put your baby in a tanning bed.
Stick it a base.
Let's stick it a base.
Fully exposed.
Try kitten mittens.
Good call on these outfits, dude.
It's the only call. Hey! I'm surrounded by lunatics here.
We are surrounded by lunatics.
You're one of the lunatics.
If I wanted a compliment, I'd walk into a bar.
See. Like what you see? Why would I like that?
So I really love this show, mostly because of the raging narcissism. If you're again unfamiliar with the series, it follows a group of misfits referred to as the Gang, who run a unsuccessful Irish bar in South Philly. Me being a Philadelphian, the show is very high key, very Philly. David, Nicole, please speak to this. But I just feel like pessimism and narcissism are just like attitudes that are staple to Philly culture. And I personally blame Philly sports, but that's besides the point. Always Sunny is hilarious. It has an amazing cast, and yeah, if you haven't watched it, you should definitely check it out right now. It's streaming on FX. Like, there's so many seasons, like what, 14, 15 seasons? Like, watch it right now. It's great comfort food.
I concur as a fellow resident of Philadelphia. I love it. I've been with it since season 1, and I'm so excited for it to come back. I mean, it's so ridiculous. You have to watch it. It's just great. Yeah.
I often wonder how many people get a lot of their Philly knowledge. People who aren't from here get their like perception of Philly based on this show. Because one time I interviewed Sophie Turner, who was Sansa Stark in Game of Thrones, and she had asked where I was from, and I said I live in Philly, and she said, "Oh my God, I'm such a huge It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fan. Like, I've always wanted to come to the city and go to their bar." But she's like, "I know it doesn't exist." And I'm like, well, technically it does. Like, it's not the exact same bar. It doesn't look exactly the same, but they do have a bar. And she's like, "Oh my God, are you kidding me? I have to come and go to that bar." And I was like, sure.
She's gonna be very disappointed.
She will be.
She's very disappointed.
Yeah.
I didn't want to disappoint her. I wanted to give her hope that she could experience something like it if she came here.
It's not too bad, guys. And I think every now and then, like, was it Mac and Dee are the owners? They will stop by every now and then and do like a surprise appearance. And I know even Danny DeVito came by once. So it's pretty exciting, you know?
Yeah, I guess. But if you're looking for a recreation, it's like going to that bar that Cheers is based on in Boston, and it's just it's not the same thing.
It's like,
It's a bar. Yeah.
It is just a bar.
Yeah.
All right. It's me. What am I looking forward to? My pick for the week is I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson, which premieres for a 3rd season May 30th on Netflix. Let's take a look at a clip.
By the end of 2022, Corncob TV won't be available on your cable menu. That means you won't be able to see some of your favorite TV shows, including...
Yes.
Never let the party die! I don't know if you're allowed to do that.
I cannot talk about it without crying.
Here we go.
Whoa! Everybody clap so he's got to come up. See, they're clapping. You got to come. Got to come up.
It's absolute chaos, as you can see. If you're unfamiliar with Tim Robinson, he's an actor and comedian who's probably best known for his stint on the cast of Saturday Night Live, or the very excellent but very short-lived comedy series Detroiters, R.I.P. Detroiters. As you probably guessed from the clip, I Think You Should Leave is a sketch comedy show that leans heavily on cringe humor in very absurd and often surreal situations. The first 2 seasons of the show are only 6 episodes long each, and each episode is only about 16 or 17 minutes. So you can literally watch the entire series so far in 3 hours and 15 minutes, which is pretty amazing. It's like just a decent afternoon. Some of the most notable sketches involve a Baby of the Year competition, a car manufacturer focus group, the Wienermobile, and as we saw, something called Corncob TV. It's one of those shows where when you meet someone else who watches it, you just start shouting lines at each other. Like
tables.
Yes, exactly. Yes. You just started like yelling like we're all trying to find the guy who did this, like that, just ridiculous things. And it makes sense to no one else because out of context, it's just gibberish. But check out I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson, and you can join in all the inside jokes. I did not have any idea it would be as funny as it was, but it is. Nicole, sounds like you watch it.
Yes, I've watched it many times, so I'm very excited for this as well. Like you said, there's so many inside jokes, and it's all over my social media. And like you said, sometimes it's just like so off the wall. People don't understand where it's coming from, but that's the beauty of it. You know, he's creating all these jokes out of nothing. Like
Or
I could
calico
yell,
pants. Calico pants.
or I'm not worried about it, and just screaming at me, I'm not worried about it. I mean, his face is just the best. You know, it's the best for comedy. So I will be binging when this comes to Netflix for sure.
Quam, you would really like this show.
Yeah, I know it's crazy. I'm not the biggest fan of cringe comedy, but just based off this trailer alone, it seems like it's really funny. And David, don't hate me. I've never heard of the show ever at all, like not even once, and I don't even
It's
know who
fine.
this is. Like this guy's just smiling at me. I'm like, who are you, bro? But I do love like random references to stuff. Like I'm a meme connoisseur, and so I will like say random memes, and like no one knows what I'm talking about. So I can totally understand y'all having your little insider kiki moment over here. But I will be part of it, so I'm definitely gonna check it out.
I'm almost positive because I know you love memes. I would bet you have seen a meme from this show.
I
Like
probably have,
the
yeah.
hot dog costume one is
Mhm.
a big one because people use it. The general thing is like someone crashed a Wienermobile into this building and he's there wearing a hot dog costume and he's joining in the angry mob to try and find out who crashed the Wienermobile. And so there's lots of opportunities to use the we're all trying to find the guy who did this meme.
That's you describing it is like making me actually crack up.
It's
That
very
sounds like
funny.
hilarious.
Yes, it's very good. So check it
Fair
out
enough.
and check out all the shows and movies we just talked about and so much more simply by saying what to watch into your voice remote.